guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Drea and this is Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit that little subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, comment, let me know how or why. Oh, we got an I am for all the collectives. I love and accept my body. That is beautiful. So we have a 40% off on all my readings until the end of April 2024. So if you feel called to, hit me up. The only way you can contact me is through my email. I will never message you for a reading. I want to say thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, the donations, the gifts, all the love and the support. Thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate all of you. Okay, so we're talking about who misses you, why do they miss you, why do people miss you mostly. It's not even going to be who misses you. If the who comes out, it comes out, you know what I'm saying? Woo, that's what we're here for, okay? But if it doesn't, you know, just take what resonates and leave the rest. But we have 3 piles today. We have the Black Tarot for pile number 1. We have the Mystic Mondays Tarot for pile number 2 and the Pastel Journey Tarot for pile number 3. You can pick more than one pile if you feel called to. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the pile that you picked. Bye. What's going on? Pile number 1. It's your girl Drea, and this is the Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, clear your throat chakra. No, I'm just kidding. If you're new here, hit that subscribe and oh my god and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a little thumbs up, baby, and comment. Let me know how or why. If you want to book a reading, my email's in the description box. I will never message you for a reading, okay? My readings are 40% off until the end of April 2024, okay? To celebrate my birthday, which was yesterday. We celebrate all month, baby. Okay, so we're going to get your current energy. Keep in mind, thousands of people are watching, so not every message may be for you. Just take what resonates. Use your discernment. You guys are intuitive as well, okay? If this current energy that we get doesn't resonate or match, you can watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader. You can do whatever makes you happy. All right, what is pile number 1's current energy, please? Oh, I got 2. One more, please. Ooh. You are weaving an energetic web. Okay, they want me to see this card too. Trust in the great mystery. Dream the world into being and make your dreams real. Okay, some of y'all have been having crazy ass dreams recently. You may have been seeing spiders. Okay, hawks, birds of prey, crows. Someone may have a peacock like tattoo. Okay, peacock could be your spirit animal. Maybe you just saw one at the zoo or in a video or on someone else. I don't freaking know. We also have a scarab beetle. Wow. A lot of birds and a lot of insects going on for you guys. Very interesting. So these could be your signs. Doesn't have to be. You also could be seeing 77 a lot and 555. Well, 777, 555. So it seems as though the magic that you believe in, the magic that you have experienced throughout your life, it has shifted your perspective to the point where it's like you let God, you let spirit guide you, you trust that everything will be okay. You have extreme faith. And I'm not saying that you're religious, because you don't have to be, but you have faith and you trust in a higher power. And because you do that, God works through you, miracles happen for you, you continuously shine, and you're continuously authentic and protected, okay? Whatever you've been working on, trying to manifest, is coming to be, okay? It is coming to be, and it's going to feel as though it was magic, when in reality, you've been working towards this for a long time. It's just like you're aligning. Your energetic essence is going to start to match up with your 3D, okay? It's things move slower in the 3D. You're receiving what you already had for quite some time. But it's gonna feel like this is such a lucky time. Like, it's gonna feel like this is magic, and you're gonna feel like you found your people. You're gonna feel like spirit is finally doing something, even though, you know, because you've been in a pause, okay? You've been working on things, but it's been like a slow and steady elevation. It's not like rapid growth like how you would prefer, okay? You'd rather be, it's like moving in a turtle when, like, you want to be on the hare's vibe, okay? But at the end of the day, that is changing, and things are going to feel divinely guided. You're going to be seeing 1111 a lot, but that also represents to me that there's just a lot of wishes coming through, wishes being fulfilled, and just a lot of cycles closing out, and you really expressing your truth and putting your crown back on and embracing who you truly are. So look out for that. Congratulations, because what you've been working on, the webs you've been weaving, they're gonna catch something big, okay? Let's just say that. And if that resonates at all, let's get into your reading. All right, pile number 1. Why do people miss you, or what about you makes people miss you? I feel like a lot of people miss you very easily, because when you come into their life, it's like you're a jackpot. Okay, let's talk about the cards that we have. We have Stargate Heart, we have Jackpot, we have Father, and we have Detoxify. What's crazy about this Father energy is, like, Mother came out, and I was like, I got that already in like 2 of my collective readings. Can we chill out for a little bit? Can we you know, can we do something? Can we get another card? And they're like, Father. I'm like, okay, fine. So based off the Mother too, it's like you guys are very kind, caring, compassionate. We also have heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity with this Stargate Heart. So there is this big emphasis on, like, you activate people's hearts. But you also, because the Father represents the Emperor to me, the King of Pentacles, and we have Jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. A lot of you guys, okay, you're a guide for people. People feel like family, even if they are not blood. They feel like your family. They feel like you are a blessing. To be in your energy is like a jackpot. You uplift people. You unlock things for people. You help people to detoxify. You help people to learn to love themselves. You help people as a guiding person. You're a guide, okay? Maybe some of your kids miss you, okay? Because we did have Mother and Father. So it depends on, or your parents miss you, okay? Take it as resonates. Your whole family could miss you, etc. But people do miss you because you are the generational curse breaker. You are someone who has rid yourself of a lot of toxic habits, a lot of toxicity. People know that you're meant to get a lot of money in this lifetime, okay? And you could be extremely attractive as well, because we have this Taurus energy, makes me think of Venus. So you could be really good with money, again, second house vibes. But there's this emphasis on, like, your abundance goes past just the physical, because you have an abundance of beauty or handsomeness or of attractiveness, an abundance of love and generosity, an abundance of wisdom. I don't know why I said it like that. An abundance of, you know, wisdom, humor. You're this light energy. You help people to shift their perspectives, to see the forest through the trees. Okay, what's this Jackpot? We have the 10 of Knives and the 8 of Wands. So 10 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, you help people to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You help people to change their perspectives, to fight for what they believe in, to never give up on themselves. And you communicate to people in a way that is compassionate, even when they deserve to get stabbed. Okay, I know that sounds harsh, but it's like someone could be attacking you, stabbing you, and all this other stuff, and you will still speak highly. But there's this emphasis on you're heading towards money quickly, easily, and effortlessly. Whether people know that you're gonna make a business, whether you just won money and you always end up getting money. People are pocket watching you, and that's why people miss you, because they feel like also that you would be a jackpot, okay? And some people miss you because they feel betrayed, okay, stabbed in the back, because it's like you started getting this abundance and stuff after they left you, okay? You started getting lucky, things started moving after you left them or they left you, okay? It doesn't matter, but like I do feel like certain people, this is like people who you cut off and stuff, people who betrayed you. It's like once you cut them out of your life, you started getting more money, you started getting more confidence, you started speaking your truth more, you started heading towards the clouds, and things just got better for you. quickly with this Eight of Wands, okay? Your whole life and your perspective, you were no longer stuck anymore, okay? When you were with these people who miss you, there is this emphasis on, like, they miss you because they started to see you getting a lot of success, and they're kind of mad that it started happening after you guys separated. This is Father energy. Father. We have the Knight of Cups. Nope, the Page of Cups, sorry, because with Son of Baskets, and then the Nine of Coins, okay? A lot of romantic vibes over here. Like, look at that on the bike. That's cute. But also, it's like, you know, going to a potluck. Okay, maybe you gave really good gifts. Maybe you were very, this could also be people who romantically, like, were enticed with you, wanted you to be the mother or father of their children. There's people who wanted to go to gatherings, wanted to spend days with you, like plan days with you, and be able to, like, go out into nature, plan trips, go to parties, bake things, cook food. Like, people miss you because it was like you would make, like, grocery shopping and errands. These are people who used to run errands with. You have people that you used to run errands with or for, and you made it quick, you made it easy, you made it fun. It's like regular things that, like, maybe you help people with laundry, cooking food, etc. You would be there, and you would just make things be a lot smoother. And we have the Father of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's talking about recycling. We got a little helicopter. We got a warning sign. There's this emphasis on, like, you're telling people, you give people warnings, and people miss you because you would tell people about things. Like, there's this intuitive, because with the Mother coming out, like, that makes me think of High Priestess or the Empress. There is this intuitive gauge that you have, and you could tell people, like, yeah, you should do that, or I don't really think you should do that. And from the experiences that people have had throughout their connection or time with you, people have always come to see that you were always right. You weren't malicious. You weren't trying to block people. You wanted the best for people. You were, if you saw something toxic, and with this detoxify, you would tell people, like, yo, you've been doing too much of this. You've been doing too much of that. Or, like, yo, this person's kind of toxic. I don't think you should spend time with them. Or you would tell them the honest truth about somebody, you know, or themselves. And that's why people miss you, because you were straight up, honest, and truthful. Okay, what's this Stargate heart? Hello. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're not in competition with anybody, okay? Three of Baskets in the reverse. The Five of Baskets. Baskets is cups in the reverse. You're no longer sad about people that you used to fight with, or the friendships, or the connections that you have let go of. But you have these people who were in secret competition, who, you know, were very sad that you moved on with ease, and you didn't have to, like, it's like people miss you because they envy the good times that they could have with you. They envy the moments where you were generous, where, you know, you were a guide, you were celebrating people. That it's like you have a lot of people that you let go of or you left that are very sad, that you have healed, and that you don't see them in competition, or you're not triggered by them, okay? Because the Three of Baskets was in the reverse. With this Five of Wands, it's like these people miss being able to bother you. Okay, this is like the toxic people from your past, okay? You've healed, you've moved on, you don't accept anything that's less than, and you've built a foundation within yourself. You don't care about judgments. But there were people around you who loved to judge you, because you had an open heart, because you were unlocking things, because you triggered them. They wanted your light to get snuffed out. Okay, so they made things a competition, or tried to show you out, okay, or show off in front of you and be like, oh, look at this. It's like people try to play you, and then they ended up playing themselves, and now they're starting to see they miss you, because the whole time they were berating you with hateration and, like, competition and etc., instead of, while you were just genuinely trying to celebrate them. And, you know, you wasn't in competition. You were trying to help people and be nice, and you were very generous and loving and caring and compassionate, and you were trying to help people heal, okay? And I feel like people did think that you were in competition when you were only in competition with yourself, and people miss being able to receive that generosity despite how they treated you. Now it's like they know that they'll never, even if you do allow them back into your life, they will never be able to step over you, because you will literally walk away with a quickness, because you already did, because you took one too many beatings from these people. Okay, one too many it's just the jokes, you know what I'm saying? All right, but let's see, what's this detoxify? Okay, the Emperor. Yeah, you bossed up. Some of y'all definitely could be a father. Like, I was literally talking about like Emperor vibes, and this Emperor has a child here, and I don't really see the Emperor with the child like that, but you know, we do right here. Okay, and then we have a father right here holding the child again. Okay, the 8 of Knives in the reverse and the 7 of Baskets. You clearly know, and you're no longer confused about like what issues you have. Okay, you have let go of a lot of toxicity. Look, we have the Devil in the reverse. You've rebalanced yourself, you rebalanced your life. You're no longer dabbling in things. You've detoxified not only people but situations and things and thought patterns and energies, and you just cleared out everything from your life, and you're bossing up, and people miss you because of the fact that you're bossing up. Big emphasis on like the fear of missing out, FOMO, because of the fact that like you are in a different energy. You've really took a different path. You've detoxified yourself. You're winning at life right now, and that's why people miss you, is because of the fact that they want to be winning with you. Okay, they could have, but instead they were trying to block you and take you down instead of trying to uplift themselves. You weren't trying to do that. You focused on uplifting yourself and bettering yourself and letting go of your issues and whatever was holding you back and what you didn't like about yourself. You did all that work, and they could have did it with you, and you let go of them. Also, again, there's this emphasis on like you let go of people because you outgrew them, and they took it real personally, but now they're starting to see the error of their ways. And yeah. Whoa, that's intense. Let's get into your tarot. All right, pile number 1, we have the Lovers, the 4 of Wands. We have the Daughter of Knives, which is the Knight of Swords. My goodness. Sorry, little brain fart. Oh, before I even begin, you are a joy to be around. That's why people miss you. You were a joy to be around, whether you triggered people or not, because for you, pile 1, it is evident that you are a trigger for a lot of people. Okay. And yet people still wanted to be around you, okay? Their triggers had nothing to do with you. You know, it was a them issue, and that could have been why you left a lot of people, or why people may have left you, okay? They couldn't grow, or you outgrew them and you was like, no, or whatever it is. Because again, you could have like people wanting to fight you for no reason, or start issues with you for no reason. That kind of energy is coming through for this group. But yeah, like I said, you are a joy to be around. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess. Then we also have the 7 of Coins, the 5 of Swords. Then we have the Page of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Well, we have the Lovers and the 4 of Wands clarifying each other. A lot of your exes miss you, okay, pile 1. Past lovers, people you've had spiritual deep connections with, whether romantic or not, people you've built foundations with, people you've held and supported and maybe even lived with, could have been roommates and stuff. They miss you because like you made decisions easy. You're an extremely decisive person. You'll take action very quickly, and you help others to do the same. You're extremely strong, patient, and a guiding light. Like I said already, your perspective on life is very different. You'll never give up on yourself, and you'll never back down from a challenge, and you have overcome a lot of challenges in your life. And I feel like a lot of the people who you've been around, one, has seen you overcome these, didn't think that you would, didn't support you, or, you know, you helped people when you were going through your own battles. And, you know, people miss you because they don't really have that support system anymore. They don't have somebody who will guide them or help them or, you know, motivate them. Okay, you were like a motivator. Like, you were like the person who was just like, yo, it's okay, you know? You're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it through. Like, you're somebody who helped give like pep talks to people, you know, gave so much guidance to people. You are very intuitive and things always seem to fall into place for you. You always end up getting the tall end of the stick, okay? And people do see that it happens for you very quickly, very easily. You could make drastic changes that end up always working out because you're taking changes and doing things that you're an example of a leap of faith. You're an example of trust your intuition. You're an example of like, I know what I know and I'm not crazy because I'm claircognizant, or a lot of y'all could be psychic. This could be my psychic group, okay, with the high priestess coming through. And y'all be knowing shit without knowing how you know and stuff, but you always spoke facts and you always spoke your truth. You were very blunt, very honest, especially when your intuition was telling you that something was going to be a shit show or something was off. You made people start to like trust their intuition, and that's why people miss you, because you bring in this magical essence into people's lives. Not only are you solid in regards to like a good friend or a good lover, in regards to you're a stable person who doesn't let your emotions run rampant, okay? It could be extremely emotionally intelligent, but just intelligent in general. And I feel like you know a lot of things, and you know, it's not just your intuition, it's your intelligence, and you blend that shit. And there's something about the way that your mind works that people miss, because you say things that sound out of pocket, but then after, when they start to like actually analyze or think about the things that you say or have said, they start to realize like exactly what you meant, or they start to see it as they grow or as they've changed, and they're like, oh my god, this is what Pal 1 meant when they said this, you know? You also, they miss you because you have helped them to learn how to set boundaries for themselves, learn how to accept like when you're stuck as, or when you get rejected, or when certain things don't work out. It's divine protection. You're that voice in their head. Like, it's like, what would Jesus do? What would Pal 1 do? You know, I wouldn't stress because Pal 1 has said this, or they've applied for a job, they didn't get it, then they got their dream job. And like, there's something about like when things don't work out for you, they end up working out better than what you initially were going after. And you'll always succeed, even when things don't look like you're gonna succeed. Even when everyone's against you, you are going to win, okay? You are going to get back on that pedestal. You will get the crown back, okay? But there's also this like playful energy of like, maybe you were like, you know, it's like with certain people, yeah, like people were mean to you sometimes, but there was also like, you would dish it back. Like, you wouldn't take it personally all the time, and you'd be like, yeah, well, your mom, not like your mom, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you were very funny, and you could make fun of people, but in a way that's not gonna like make them go home and cry and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you make something funny about like something that happened to you and take the focus off of others. It's like, I don't know, you're somebody who defends others, fights for others, can keep people in line when people don't realize that they're being a bully or being rude. And, you know, again, there's always this emphasis on like, you help people to shift their perspective on life, and you help them to grow and invest into things that others normally would fight against. Others normally wouldn't want you to build your own business, but you're like, why shouldn't you build your own business? Like, do what makes you happy. That's your like go-to slogan, okay? And you might not say that, but the way that you tell people to live, or the advice that you give, is like, you're always like, okay, but like, you need to make sure you're doing this for you and doing what makes you happy and what's going to help you, whether it's now or longevity wise. You got to weigh the options. You know, you use your intuition, but you use your mind and use your heart and your feelings. You use every aspect of yourself to make decisions, and that's how you have taught people, and that's why they miss you. But a lot of people definitely miss you because you are very, very attractive. You also may have motivated people to get more active, go out into nature, to travel, to explore, to maybe go to the beach for no reason, go to the forest, go on trips, okay, work out, start new hobbies. Like, you be getting people like wanting to change their life, change their ways, and it's like people become stuck and stagnant and want to give up after you leave their life. But again, it's like you are going to keep winning, and people do envy you, because it's like they miss you, but also they're envious because either you turned your back on them or they did. It doesn't matter how it ended, but there's this emphasis on like there's no going back, because you see the truth of them, and even if they do grow and change and become better and stuff, you're on to bigger and better things. You move on very quickly, or at least that's what people think. Okay, but that's what we're gonna call it, pile number 1. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What up, pile number 2? Pile 1 was interesting. A lot of very interesting energies coming through these readings. If you're new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a little thumbs up and comment to let me know how or why, okay? I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. If you would like to book a reading, my email's in the description box, but I will never message you for a reading. So please beware of the scammies out here in the streets. Okay, this is 40% off on all my readings until the end of April 2024. Okay, and then it's out the door. Alright, that's in honor of my birthday. My birthday was yesterday. Well, 2 days ago now, when you're watching this. 3 days, 4 days, it doesn't matter. I don't know when I'm posting this. I digress. We're going to get your current energy to see if this is your pile. Keep in mind, thousands of people are watching, so not every message may be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? If this doesn't resonate, you can watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader. Do whatever makes you happy. All right, pile 2. What's pile 2's current energy? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, all these cards are the same. Like with the background. Okay, we got the Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Seems as though people thought you were unlucky because you hit a period of pauses or detours, okay? You could be seeing 777. Well, 666 too. So, there's this emphasis on no matter what detours that you have encountered in your life, you have either reflected on yourself with this take a deep dive in, you have reflected on, am I balanced? Is my vibration high enough? What do I need to let go of to make room for what I'm trying to amass? What do I need to start doing differently? And it's like you pivot and you make changes, but you know that, yeah, even if there's blocks, it's okay. I'll go around. This is just a detour. I'm going to get to where I need to go. And this is a lesson, okay? You always learn from the mistakes that you make, okay? You always learn from the detours, and you always learn to trust your wisdom, trust your intuition, and to believe in yourself no matter what, because everything that you have succeeded in, you've had your trials and tribulations, you've had your detours, you've had people tell you to give up on yourself, and then you didn't, and then people were like, yeah, I knew you was gonna do that, da, 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 da. Bitch, shut the fuck. I'm just kidding, but like, pretty much. Oh, you guys got an I am, and it says, I am so proud of the person I have become. You see this? Yeah, and you are proud of yourself because you always knew you were going to make it. You always knew you were going to be the acorn and then grow into this big ass oak tree, even if it took a long time, because it takes a long time for the acorn to grow into a big ass tree. And you are going to be a huge tree that's going to be immobile, you know, immovable, whatever people ain't gonna be able to move you, okay? Because you're gonna be so grounded. You're gonna have these huge roots, okay? Whatever this is that you're making in your life, it's something that you have done a lot of work for, and you've always trusted that you were going to succeed, even at points when you didn't, or you didn't believe in yourself. You still never gave up. You was like, okay, you know what, you had to you would talk yourself into it again. You would go into a deep dive and you'd realize, like, I'm the swan, I was never this ugly duckling, and you start blossoming and blooming and believing in yourself again, because a lot of you guys thought you was this ugly duckling when you was the swan this whole time, because a lot of people projected fear onto you, okay? A lot of people in your past, you've kind of believed, or it was easy for you to be swayed because of other people's opinions or perspectives or advice or whatever. But now it's like you've learned from the past. You're like, if I don't want to live like this person, if I don't want to be like this person, If I don't want what they have, I'm not going to listen to them. You take advice from people who either live or have what it is that you want, or you listen to your intuition and your guides. So yeah, if that resonates at all, let's get into your reading. Whatever you have been blocked from is coming in now, because you never gave up on yourself and you decided to take a deep dive and heal what you needed to heal and remove yourself from the past and take those and forgive yourself for the past. You guys have forgiven yourself and you've forgiven people who hurt you, and that's really what is propelling so much success and good luck coming into, and fortune, I heard, into your life as we speak. So let's get into your oracles. Okay, pile number 2. Well, we have ignoring, we have diviner, we have clear your mind, we have Gemini energy coming through, and then we have ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Your DNA. People miss your energetic imprint, okay? You make people feel good, you make people feel better, you make people feel healed because of your energy. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything. People could just sit in the room. It's like people you worked with, people who experienced you, okay, saw you in the grocery, you made them feel better, and it's like they don't know how to explain this. Some have not even seen or understood this, but they were just like, oh, what a beautiful person, or oh, you made my day. It's like you make people's days without doing anything. Oh, my days. Okay. People miss you because they feel like, one, you were somebody who, again, you clear out negative energy with cats and stuff. They're the spiritual warriors of the world. We have ignoring, and this cat just sitting here riding the wave. You didn't have to do a lot to clear out negativity, to help people to clear their mind too, with this clear your mind, but also it's a lot of clearing, karmic release, karmic energies just gone, okay, gone. You seen and saw what was not seen by others, and you may have let go of people, but you said things, and now people are seeing like, damn, this person knew that this wasn't gonna work out. This person knew. But also people feel a divine connection to you. People feel like you could be a soulmate, whether platonic or romantic, immediately when they see you, okay? It's very interesting. People probably have crushes on you a lot. Pal too. Very romance vibe. Romantic over here. A lot of people miss you because they felt like you were a soulmate. They felt like you saw them the way that nobody else could, because you probably see everyone deeply, and that's what you want from others, but you don't have a lot of people in your life who do that for you. A lot of people don't see you or listen to you the way that you do for them. Okay, you cater to a lot of people. You're genuine, you're real. You don't want surface level conversations. You ask people questions. You make people feel heard. People may vent to you and trauma dump on you, and people miss you because you were like a shoulder to cry on. You were somebody who helped them to ignore the problems that were going on in their life. You helped them to clear their mind and see a way out, to see, like, you give them insight. You give them the knowledge that they need to set better boundaries, to release karmic patterns, to be aware when they are going or doing things that, going down the wrong path, or doing things that may cause them to spiral out of control. Okay? You may give people advice on relationships and stuff, and people who didn't take that advice, they end up taking that advice down the line, and they're like, damn, I should have did that. And they miss you now because they realized you was right the whole time. I feel like a lot of people were triggered and ignored your advice, and the whole time you were right, and people needed to learn on their own time, and now they missed you because they realized, like, you weren't trying to, like, let's say you told somebody, like, yo, you deserve better, like, I'm not trying, I want you to be happy, but, like, I really don't think that you should be with this person, maybe you need a break or whatever, and then somebody got really triggered and was like, well, fuck you, don't tell me who to date, da 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 da, and then y'all stopped being friends, and then after they took your advice, or they started to see the truth of the situation and saw that you seen this from the jump, or you knew, and you was right. Or you was right, okay? Pal 2 is always right. Very interesting. But yeah, people miss you because you ignore them. Because once you're not connected with them anymore, you don't even like smile at them, you don't acknowledge their existence. And when people get ignored, they kind of, it's like they want to chase you. Okay, you're no longer the runner. I mean, you're no longer the chaser, you're the runner. Okay, for a lot of people in a lot of people's lives, maybe you were the person who always reached out first, and you know, you just stopped doing that, and you're choosing yourself and you're ignoring people. You could be in a hermit mode right now, and that's why people miss you, because you're focused on yourself, you're clearing your mind, you're building your connection to the cosmos, to God, to source, to your angels, your ancestors. You're having stronger boundaries. And you know, I heard access denied, like you're denying a lot of access, or responding later, or just like having super heavy boundaries right now, especially towards the karmic people in your life, and you're cutting off people left and right. And people miss you because of the fact that, you know, there's this emphasis on, you're a healer. You're a beautiful person who's intuitive. You're a guide. You're connected to the divine. You have the divine DNA that they just enjoy. There's this big emphasis on your essence. What's this ignoring? Anything else you could tell us about this ignoring? What is that? The star. It's like you're the star of this show, and again, there's the healing energy, but you know, people miss you because you were this person who was witty, secretive, intuitive, but also a fun bundle of joy, who takes risks, who inspires others to take risks, inspires others to follow their dreams, to ignore people who are just trying to ride the wave and follow the sheep and stuff. You're like, no, let's go this way. Let's do what everyone else is not doing. The diviner. The Three of Pentacles. You let people to see, and you guide people to see what's working and what needs to be let go of, what's causing imbalance, what's chaotic in your life. You're like, hey, I see you've been working about 70 hours a week and you look really tired and exhausted, and I think it's hitting your mental health. You're big on mental health, Paltu, or like, you know, spiritual health, or just people's health in general. And I feel like you give a lot of insights, like, oh, you should try to eat this. Holistic, I heard, maybe holistic healing. You could be for the meditations, for the Reiki healings, for spiritual healings, or, you know, watching what you eat, etc. And you're honest and truthful about what you've suffered from in regards to your mental health and stuff, okay? You're not gonna tell people like, yeah, no, I never suffered a day in my life, I'm always happy. No, you will tell people the truth, like, yeah, I've been stressed, yeah, I've had things that tested me, but like right now I'm not stressed. My mind is actually clear. And because your mind is clear, because you're not in your head and not thinking about the future, or stressing about the past, or worried about other people, you are very present, and you make other people become very present. You're a joy to communicate with because you have so many different, like, you have a lot of different interests, and I feel like a lot of people really do enjoy that. And you know, you could talk to people about anything, and like, Jesus, the sun, and you could like give them clarity on what they need to know, and you give people credit, like, oh, you just taught me something, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're very humble, and you give people credit where credit is due. You make people feel seen. Again, like I said, if somebody's succeeding, or if somebody's doing good, or if you've noticed a change in somebody, you don't ignore it. You let them know, like, hey, your skin's clearing, or hey, like, I saw the way you handled that situation with so and so, and you did so good. Like, I'm surprised you didn't blow up. You didn't, you know, it's like that kind of vibe. You really give people credit to their growth, credit to their wins, credit to, you know, and it's like you'll take the shine off of you and put it onto others, because you're the gas up king or queen, okay? And I did get that energy in another reading, and I'm not sure. Yeah, they literally the star, the fool, the queen of swords. You could help people to heal when they're sad. People just feel better. It's like people want to be around you when they're going through things, because you don't have to do anything but just be there, and that's like enough for them to shift, enough for them to, you know, and you will talk, but you'll allow them to just be. Like, you can just cry, I'll just be here. When you're ready to talk, we'll be here to talk. Very compassionate energy. What's this ancestral realm? Boundaries. Are we taking reversals? Okay, yeah, we are. Three of Cups in the reversed. and the Princess of Cups in the reverse. So there's this emphasis on old friends and past lovers, situationships, people who are emotionally immature, emotionally manipulative. You have cut them off, and they miss you because they thought like they saw your power, but they also wanted to snuff your power, again kind of similar, but also they thought like they could penny pinch, or not even penny pinch, like breadcrumb the Queen of Wands. There were people who took advantage of you, who pushed your boundaries, and because we have boundaries, and then the Knight of Wands, there were just people who really tested your patience, tested your character, tested your gangsta, okay? Like, people who didn't want you to invest in yourself, people who wanted to overstep or be very needy and like, oh, you're not a good friend if you don't help me right now, da, 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 da. These people miss you because they used to guilt trip you into investing into them more than you would invest into yourself. You had people who were like narcissists, or people who love the fact that you were an overgiver, or love the fact that they could overstep your boundaries or convince you to do things, and they miss the fact that they don't have anybody like that anymore, or they can't manipulate you anymore if they're still in your life. But I do feel like a lot of you have cut certain people off and stuff, or you just have super high boundaries. And I feel like people miss being able to like always count on you to be there no matter what, you know? You guys were people pleasers back in the day, and people do miss you because of that energy, but you're no longer that energy anymore. You're in this Queen of Wands energy, and it's like people miss the old you because they used to take advantage of you. And now this new you, it's like they're scared and they don't want to come up to you because you'll either ignore them, you'll see right through them, or you'll just cut them off, or tell them about themselves and really like be expressive and yeah, maybe extremely blunt or ruthless, low key. All right, let's get into your tarot to close you out. All right, so we're taking reversals for this section right here. We have the Hanged Woman in the reverse. We got the Knight of Swords. We got the Devil in reverse. We got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords in the reverse. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. You're extremely unexplainable. The energy you possess is ineffable, and people don't know how to explain the connection that they feel. You've lived a lot of lives, so you've experienced a lot of lives with people, a lot of past life energy for this group, whether you believe in it or not. People feel like they know you right off the jump, right away, without even like speaking to you. It's very easy for you to be comfortable with people after, you know, you observe how they are. If they're cool peoples, and you'll be cool with them. If they're not, then you will probably just do something that will trigger them or move away from them very easily. But at the end of the day, let's talk about why people miss you. I don't know why all that stuff came out, but it did. And you get people unstuck. You make people motivated to go after their dreams. You make people take action, okay? You make people go after their dreams very quickly and easily. Like, once someone gets into your life, they start taking action. It's like they're not going to sit there and complain about shit. They're standing on business, and they're wow. I'm sorry, that was funny. I couldn't not laugh at that. Okay. They start moving quickly, easily, and effortlessly. People go through quantum leaps when you step into their life, and once you leave, it's the opposite happens, and people notice that, and that's why they miss you, because they're like, damn, if I still had Paltu in my life, I would be still doing quantum leaps. And mind you, they can do it themselves, but a lot of people were very dependent on you, okay? And you had a codependent energy back in the day too. So it's like you felt like you had to carry these people on your back, and then at one point you stopped doing that, and then you left people, okay? A lot of people do miss you too, because you helped them to realize, or helped them while they were getting stabbed in the back. Maybe you told people the truth of the situation, like, oh yeah, this person was talking shit about you, or da 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 da, like, I don't think you should be friends with this person. I saw this person doing some shady shit. Like, it's like you exposed the toxicity, about people, or you told people about like their friends or their lover or whoever, it doesn't matter. You told them about people and you made them realize like, yeah, this person was stabbing me in the back this whole time. This person was taking advantage of me this whole time. This person was toxic this whole time, or preying on my downfall, not helping me towards my success, manipulative energies, like you called it all out. Okay. A lot of people do love you. Like I said, a lot of people have a crush on you, pal, too. And that's why people miss you, is because they find you attractive emotionally and physically. People become obsessive and they miss you because they become less obsessed with you when they have you in their life, or when they had you in their life. They wasn't like, it's like when you were in their life, they took you for granted and then they stabbed you in the back or did whatever. You closed up some cycles. You left a lot of toxic people, and now that you have left them, one, they miss you because it's like people get clout by being in your energy, being in your group, being connected to you, knowing you. Okay, people can use your name for to their advantage. Okay, and I feel like a lot of people love to talk about you, talk about the actions that you take, talk about your perspective. And, you know, because they were close to you, or people were close to you, they miss you because now it's like they can't really talk about you the way that they used to talk about you. Okay? They can't really stay focused on the things that they used to focus on because they start thinking about you. I don't know what this is. It's like the curse of Pal 2, but like everyone who has left your life, everyone who has betrayed you, they become obsessed with you, or they want to know about you, or they suffer because they see that you have really leveled up and you really love yourself and you've taken a lot of action and moved away from a lot of toxicity and you're no longer miserable. If you were miserable, which a lot of you guys, you portrayed yourself as, you know, being such a joyful person, always willing to help, but you kind of were stuck in this habitual misery of self-inflicted trappedness, I guess you can say. It was like you felt obligated to help everybody, but you didn't help yourself because people would make you feel guilty for helping yourself or believing in yourself or putting yourself first and stuff. They try to make you feel like you were selfish and stuff, and now you are selfish, and people miss the fact that you're no longer a pushover anymore. People miss you because, you know, you blessed their life. You made them love themselves. You were a loving, caring, intuitive, compassionate person who helped to build projects with people, helped people to, you know, work on multiple things during the day, knowing when to rest, knowing when to take action, taking action towards self-love, self-care. Big emphasis on like you changed people's lives. They hurt you. Now they suffer. And that's why people miss you, is because they will always remember what you have given to them, what you've done for them, the good that you've done. And some people, you know, you are a villain in their life, and it's only because you decided to cut their toxic ass off and they played like a victim. Maybe you did something that could have hurt them too. I'm not gonna knock that because, you know, it is what it is. You may have hurt somebody, and I heard, what's the reason? I heard, yeah, so maybe somebody who you had the last straw with somebody, they threw 10 swords at you, and then you decided to pull them out your back and throw them at them. I digress. At the end of the day, people miss you because you open doors for them, you help them to become better, you improve their health physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and you give them credit where credit is due. You give them love unconditionally, and, you know, you just continuously are a support system for a lot of people. So that's what we're going to call it, pile number 2. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Nope. Alright, fine. Bye. What's up, pile 3? Last but never least, it's your girl Drea, and this is the Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit the subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a little thumbs up and comment to let me know how or why. 111. Alright. If you would like to book a reading, my email is in the description box, but I will never message you for a reading, so please beware of scammers. And also, my readings are 40% off for the whole month of April 2024 to celebrate my birthday, which was a couple days ago, or yesterday. My battery is dying. Some of y'all need a nap, need more sleep, or you may have ended something and now it's like you're stepping into a new phase, okay? And you know, things may have been falling away and it's like you're having faith that no matter what, the universe, God will always provide for me no matter what. All right, let's just go charge my battery. Hold on. All right, we are back. So we're going to get your current energy. Keep in mind, thousands of people are watching, and not every message may be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If this current energy doesn't resonate, you can watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader.
Do what makes you happy.
Okay, pile 3 is current energy. Wow. I'm only going to take those, but I'll acknowledge that we have open to infinite abilities. Okay, not abilities. Wow, you have a multitude of abilities that will bring you success. Your abilities are infinite. They want you to know that you have a star power. You're meant to be in the spotlight. A lot of you guys, you're very private, more lone wolf type of person, or like, you know, some connections that like very close, okay? And you're very close to your guides, and you have very healthy boundaries with this armadillo spirit to set healthy boundaries. A lot of you guys could have piercings and tattoos as well. But there's this emphasis on, like, you guys know, or you have an inkling that you're not meant to just be hermit or lone wolf. You would prefer, but you are grateful for the people that you love in your life, but you're also very selective, and you could live on your own perfectly fine, okay? You've learned a lot, you've had a lot of tough lessons, but you are never alone because your guides and your connection to God is extremely strong. And that's why you don't really need to be around a lot of people. You'd rather have a couple people who are trustworthy, who are loving, who, you know, you want a small group of people. But you're meant to impact the masses and impact a lot of people, okay? And you can still keep your small crew, but you have to allow a lot of people to see you. And I know you'd rather not go out and, you know, rather not post because, you know, some people are mean out here in these streets and whatever else it is. But there is something that you are meant to do that you can no longer keep yourself hidden. Okay, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom that you are meant to put out there. You're also somebody who helps people. You're a guide. You give out an amazing loving and healing energy. You help people to build a foundation upon in regards to their healing journey, their spiritual journey. They're learning how to be independent and stand on themselves, stand on their own 2 feet, and reminding people to give themselves grace. You help people to forgive themselves and forgive others and to let go of the past, and you help people to feel gratitude. You help people who deem themselves as mice realize that they actually capybaras out here hopping on crocodiles' backs, okay? Like, I know that's out of pocket, but you know what I'm saying. If you know capybara. All right, I'm sorry. Anyway, at the end of the day, you are very heavily spiritually supported. You know this, but fast changes are coming because I just heard a nice fast car or motorcycle. I don't know. There's like a whole motorcycle gang down my street. It's so funny. Like, I see them come out and they're like, and I'm like, damn you guys. Because in the summer it goes crazy, bro. It goes crazy. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, you're meant to be around a lot of different groups of people or be seen. And it doesn't have to be in person. It could be online, but I think that you're meant to connect with a lot of people and remind them about who they are, our Messiah. Like, you are the Messiah for a lot of people. You've helped a lot of people to connect with their spiritual gifts, okay? You could be extremely psychic as well. You don't have to be, but there is this influence that you have that you are meant to be putting out there, and you know that you connect with people easily, or you're very unforgettable, and there's a reason to that because you're meant to be a star. Even, you know, there's famous people who are extremely famous and extremely talented who put their craft out there, but they live a regular life. It's very not common because not everybody like wants to be an actor or an actress out of ego to get all this attention. Some people are extremely private. All right, it's made me think of J. Cole, how he be like out there in the streets riding his bike, and Keanu Reeves and stuff like that. But yeah, that's you. You're meant to be that person who, like, people, you're gonna be nice and cordial, but people aren't gonna bother you because they see that you want to live a regular life. Yeah, you'll still have people come up to you like, oh my god, I'm a big fan, can I get a photo? And you talk to them for 2 seconds and they respect your boundaries. Like, this is your reassurance that if you do end up getting extremely well known or famous, that your boundaries will still be set. And 444, you don't have anything to worry about. You will be protected, and you have the wisdom because you've learned how to set boundaries, because you had people push like their energy onto you or try to force you to do things, and you finally broke out of that. That's why everything had to happen the way it did, for you to gain that wisdom and to live in a gratitude atmosphere and a gratitude energy, to know that you are very connected and protected, and for you to see that yes, you are this small mouse, yes, you are but a drop in the big ocean, but that doesn't change the fact that you are the fucking ocean. Okay, you get what I'm saying? I know this is extremely weird to say, but I digress. If that resonates at all, you are meant to be a star and you're meant to shine, whether you like it or not. Okay, sorry, not sorry. You could be seeing 666-444-777 and 1212. But let's get into your reading. Okay, pile number 3. Respectfully, people definitely viewed you as like an emotional sponge, somebody that they could project on, somebody that they could bully, and you would continue smiling. Even if you were pissed off, you would fake a smile. And it's given like workers too, like your bosses and stuff. It's like you would leave all your emotions and all the stuff, leave it at the door. And people miss that, because it's like a lot of people let their emotions, like, or their outer circumstances or whatever they're going through, they let that follow them into whatever they're presently focused on. So again, this brings up my old boss, one of my old bosses. I've had many. He was going through a divorce, and I just thought he was a real mean asshole. I thought he was a jackass, when in reality he was actually a dope ass person. But he let his turmoil from that relationship that he was ending come into his work, and he projected that meanness. He didn't know how to transmute it, so he projected it onto people. And you know, I still got respect for him though, because he did change immediately, and then I was like, who is this person? You know, it's that emphasis on like, what? But anyway, moral of the story is like, you would fake smile, you would push through it, instead of saying like, yo, why are you being mean to me? Like, you have no reason, there's no reason for you to be yelling, or you can say it nicer, stop being a dick, you know? It's that kind of vibe. Like, you didn't really, I had backbone. It's not that you didn't have a backbone, it's just that it's given like kind of similar to another pile, where you guys were raised to be obedient, raised to be people pleasers, threatened with fear. A lot of people felt, it's like people threatened you, or people felt threatened by your power, so they felt that they, in order for them to get you in this kissing ass energy, or this pushover energy, people pleasing energy, they had to break you down and steal your power. Some of you guys could have had eye bags since you were a child, or you have gouges in your ear. It's like little bumps or dents in your ear. From face reading, that means that you may have been abused in your childhood, or you went through a period where it's like people wanted to disempower you, and they did, maybe when you were a child, and maybe, you know, because from your ears, it's trauma that you received from like when you were born to like 14, I believe. It's different for males and women. You'd have to do your research on that. But I have the markings on my ears, on both of my ears. So when I was like less than 3 years old, I got, you know what I'm saying? And then trauma happened when maybe like 5, 6, etc. Like, I've had a traumatic life, I'm not gonna lie, okay? But when I found that out, I said, oh shit, that tracks. I got that shit on my ear. And like Kanye West, he had well, not the clone, the real Kanye, he had bags under his eyes because he was disempowered at some point in his life. And you know, it's like, you don't gotta be tired, but you just got it. Like, I've had these bags under my eyes since I was born, and pretty much, well, you know, like 1 year old or whatever. And you know, I've always had them, and I felt uncomfortable, and they're still there low key, but they've definitely lessened because I started to take my power back. If that, which is weird now that I'm actually acknowledging that and actually taking notice to that. I digress. I'm over here bibble babbling. The moral of the story is, people saw your innocence as weakness. They took advantage of you, and they wanted you to kiss their ass. And that's the reason why people miss you, is because you would do anything. It's like a lot of you guys were like craving, or you were anxious attachment. You were seeking validation from others. You would accept certain things that normally now you wouldn't. You've grown a lot though. Okay, but you're a spark of light. You are a beacon of hope. You are a breath of fresh air. People could express themselves. A lot of people trauma dumped on you, okay? But you're very connected to the divine. Again, like children who are connected and can see ghosts and stuff, and 444. You have certain abilities as well. You could be psychic too. We have divine magic. Well, we have attuned to the divine. We have child kissing ass. And then Thoth light codes, okay? Light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. You had a lot of people who you helped to grow spiritually. You helped them to tap into their psychic abilities. You helped them to tap into their subconscious, what needs to be healed from their inner child. You helped a lot of people heal their inner child. You made a lot of people's inner child be seen. You helped people to not, how do I say this? You helped people to not go through what you went through, okay? You help people to like realize when they're trying to kiss ass and shit. You're like, whoa, you don't have to do all that. You ain't got to do all, you have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? You could be that type of person. You help people to shift their perspectives on like chasing people or reaching out too much, or, begging for things. Like, you help people to realize that they're the prize, and the right people will see them as the prize. Not everybody's going to see you as the prize because you've went through that same situation as well. What's this, child? Yeah, you help people to grow. Everything you touch turns to gold, and you're happy. You're healthy, or you're wealthy, you're energetic. Doesn't matter how old you are, you have this childlike energy. You know exactly what you want, and you've shifted from an impatient, imbalanced life to a more balanced and patient and aligned life, okay? But I do feel like because you've been abused, or well, not all of you, okay? Because some of you guys have had rougher childhoods and stuff like that, the people who you felt you treated fairly, the people who you fed their innocence, the people who you fed their inner child, they miss you. But you also have this kissing ass people who loved to take advantage of you, you would do anything for, okay? We have the sun. Yeah, you fed a lot of people's egos. You may have turned your back on your self-love and yourself in order to make others happy. You put relationships before yourself in the past, and you may have kissed ass to certain relationships and etc. Now you don't do that, okay? And the people who you love bombed, or you would always ride for, or you would choose to make yourself happy instead of doing what was right for you, and essentially you were kissing ass for people because you allowed people to step over your boundaries. I don't want to say that you were necessarily kissing people's ass though, okay? But it's like the energetic imprint seems as though you were kissing people's ass. Doing anything, doing stupid things, even if you didn't want to, just because of the validation, or because of the bullying, or the people like trying to persuade you and stuff like that. It's like, what is that thing called? When people like try to be like, hey, smoke this and drink that. Peer pressure. A lot of people peer pressured you, and you fell into that trap. What is this? Thoth light codes. You really, wow, okay. Just one card. We got too many over here. But we do have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of, what is it, Cups? Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you really help people to create their own luck, to create their own lives. You awaken people into how the universe works, okay? Like Nikola Tesla, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, you have to start thinking in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. Everything is connected, everything is one, we are all one, etc. Like, you may have those kind of beliefs, not all of you, but I do feel like you help people to shift their perspectives, to believe in fresh starts, and to believe in the magic of life, okay? Yeah, then look at that priestess coming through. Yeah, you're very psychic and you're very connected, and a lot of you guys are very connected to the divine, and you are somebody who's a catalyst for people to start their spiritual awakenings and to realize like what connections don't work, to learn how to love yourself, to learn how to break the generational curses, to learn how to get out of lack mentality. And that's why people miss you, is because they don't have that pep talk or that divine essence in their life, because they decided to let that light burn out. You know what I'm saying? It's like they could have kept this going, but you were the only reason that they did those spiritual practices. You were the only reason why they were interested or studying those things, and then you left, and now they don't have an interest in the things that they did when they were connected to you. Okay? All right, let's get into your tarot. Okay, pile 3. So we have the King of Wands. And we have, you help people to not be as impulsive sometimes as well. You help people to see longevity, like why they should be disciplined and why they need to hold out on doing this or doing that, whatever it is. Like, you help people to see that the goal is to stay consistent and disciplined and continue to do this, because you will achieve what you want. But not if you want to lose weight, you can't be out here eating cake every day. You can treat yourself once in a while, because you don't condone limiting yourself, because we only have this one life with this one body at this one time. Okay, but you're like, YOLO, low key, but like, you do have to remember, longevity wise, like, if you keep eating that cake, you ain't gonna get the cake that you want. You're gonna get that belly cake. Okay, I digress. You get it, you know what I mean. We have the King of Wands, the World, the Princess of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. We also have the Five of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. A lot of okay, you could be extremely flirtatious, extremely popular, or people are just drawn to you immediately, like people want to talk to you. And I feel like, back in the day, you did dim your light, and people missed the fact that you were shining, and like you would pass the baton to others. Like, you would draw people in, and then people would easily like be able to like get the attention of the people who were initially interested in talking to you, or the only reason they came over was because of you. It's even like, I'm gonna steal your man, steal your girl, steal this person, da da da, or they like really try. You were around a lot of pick-me's, a lot of people who, and which is why you may have even had those times where you were entertaining pick-me behavior, okay? But also maybe you were a pick-me since you were a child, because you didn't get the recognition that you really needed, or you had to work for love, or emotional needs were not met when you were a child. I digress. At the end of the day, people definitely want to be around you because you get a lot of attention. You're extremely attractive. They wanted those perks, baby. Another thing is that you were a good listener. You could have been a good texter. You always responded whenever. You would always answer their call. All this other stuff, and you were patient with people. Like, you would tell people, oh yeah, I gotta go, but then it's like they would be able to keep you at wherever it is. It's like you would be like, you know what, fine. It's like I keep hearing you know what, fine. You know what, fine. And now it's like, no. Absolutely not. But like before, it would be like, you know what, fine, I'll do this, or fine, I'll stay a little longer, or fine, I'll do that, And that's why people miss you, is because like of that fine energy. Like, you always were easy to persuade, like another pile. You guys are very flirtatious, very charming, very stable. Okay, you were always there. I heard can count on. People could count on you. You could get people out of a chaotic energy. You could help people to not fight. You could help people to, it's like, when issues were happening, you were like the problem solver. You fixed a lot of situations. When people started beefing, let's say you're at a party and people start fighting and stuff, you would be like, whoa, 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 let's calm down, da 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 da. You're very fair, just, and you could be a mediator kind of person as well. And that's why people miss you, because you could keep the party in check so it doesn't get chaotic, so the fights don't break out. But this could just be in general in regards to everywhere in any situation. Like, you're at work and stuff, and people always fight when you're not there, but then you nip the situation in the butt, and you solve those problems because you are a leader, a go-getter, and you're very successful. And that's another reason why people like miss you is because you are success. You breathe success. You're a go-getter. You never give up on yourself. You continuously, even if it takes a long time, you will always be successful. And there's this emphasis on you always get what you want, even if it seems like, oh, something else is going to come in, but then it comes in after, and or it's like you thought you wanted this, but in reality this is what you needed. And it's like that kind of vibe. 444, the universe always gives you exactly what you need, despite it being different than what you want, because it's exactly what is for your highest and best good. And I feel like you help people to balance going after their dreams and their goals and building up businesses and connecting with people and prioritizing relationships and stuff. And that's why people miss you. It's because you help them to shift the focus on what's really important. You know, again, gratitude, your current energy, you know, yeah, you like nice things. I heard some of you guys are bougie, okay? And there is this emphasis on treat yourself, but also it's like I said in the beginning when I was talking about the cake and stuff, it's like, yeah, you can treat yourself, have that cake once in a while, but like, you know, remember what your goal is. Remember like what you need to do. Balance that shit out. You make people get balanced, and when people balance, then they stay disciplined and they remember like, okay, I'm working on this, I'm doing this because I know that it's going to bring me to my 9 of cups. This is what I want and I will get it. And you help people to do that. Whether it's like you become someone's gym partner, you become someone's like life coach low key, like you help people and you talk people through their emotions, you help people to rationalize their emotions, and you validated people's emotions. You validated when people were upset. You saw things from both sides. Yeah, one person would be upset and another person would be getting what they want, but you validate them like, yeah, I know you didn't get what you wanted, but then this, and you give them reasons. Like you give them reasons for living, you give them reasons for being, you give them reasons to never give up on themselves. You remind people of why they are here or how important they are, even if they may see themselves as small. But yeah, a lot of people view you as somebody who's very talented, gonna be successful, very popular, worldwide known. You could be going viral on social media, and that's another reason why people miss you, because you keep popping up on their timeline. We got a little phone over here, and I'm not gonna lie, you do have people kind of pissed off. Like this person, like they're like, it's not, we don't focus. Now my autofocus not being on. I swear to God, yeah, people don't want you to be the focus, but you end up being the main focus. You always end up being the star of the show. And yes, people do miss that because you are very entertaining, okay? And there is this emphasis on like you're funny, you're entertaining, and people do miss you because of that. But also, they miss that you didn't care when they made jokes about you and shit. And the fact that you were never really in competition. You were never trying to fight. You were never trying to, you know, do things that would upset people. You were very accommodating, very courteous about others people's feelings. You wanted people to feel good. And yeah, sometimes you did that at your dismay, and sometimes you fucked yourself up. But you learned and you moved and you grown, and people know that you're going to be successful regardless. People know that you're going to receive what you deserve. People know that you're never going to give up. People know that you may go through ups and downs sometimes, but you will never stop fighting for what you believe in, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles becomes somebody who will get that 10 of Pentacles, becomes that King of Pentacles. You're already in this King of Wands energy. You already look good. You're already charming, exciting, charismatic, and hilarious, and easy to talk to. You're kind of like people's dream guy or gal, and that's also another reason why people want to be around you or miss you, is because they've realized that you were kind of what they wanted but they weren't ready for. And this is a romantic sense, because you have a lot of people who want you, romantic or not, sexually or not. You know, you turned a lot of people out. You you put people on game. You let people, you showed people. You made people better in the bed. I'm not gonna lie, Pal 3. You made people better in the bed. You showed them like, oh no, maybe you should try doing this, or let's like look at it, let's try this position. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's what we're gonna call it, Pal 3. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.